Hello, and thank you for tuning in to watch yet another interesting video. I hope you enjoy it. Today we're talking about Florida speckled beans. So let's talk about Florida speckled beans. I usually use an app called Plantnet that is used to identify types of plants or fruits or flowers. So all you do is open the app, take a picture of what you want to identify, and if you want to identify the leaf, and the app will search, and yes, it has found the kind of beans we're looking for, and our beans is Lima beans, which is Phaseolus, something like that, Phaseolus lunatus. Yeah, Phaseolus lunatus L. So it shows that it's a legume, and it also shows the type of flowers that produces, the type of beans, and you know how it looks. It's in different varieties. Mine is speckled black and white, and yeah, that's all about the app. So this is how the beans looked like when we planted it first week of January 2022. I was so impressed about the germination. The germination was so good, almost 100%, if I must say. Almost every hole had beans coming out. Yeah, and it was just amazing to see all the lines filled up with beans. And then this is how it was going after a few weeks, a week or two, and you could see the difference. These beans grows really fast, and it's resistant to diseases as compared to other kind of beans. And there we go. That's how it's looking after a month and a half, I guess. All grown, all looking green. We do have some weeds growing, but we tried as much to keep the weeds off the field. But I just loved how the green looked like, especially during the sunset. Very beautiful. I always enjoyed being in this field. I always enjoyed looking at the beans and seeing how it progresses over the week. So yeah, the thing is that we delayed putting pause for the beans to hang, because it's a creeping beans. Oh because it's a creeping bean, so we needed to put in sticks or poles that were going to hold the beans. But we delayed, and the beans was crawling everywhere. As you can see, it was creeping and entangling from one branch to another. And as you can see, it's like a meter long from where I was, and it keeps on growing, and that length was just the beginning. So we continued putting poles and making sure that the beans is secure. And after a few months, you could see we have a few pods. The beans is all grown. Everyone is busy trying to control the beans to creep to the poles into the string. Now we needed to do some we're just spraying some antifungus. Well, yeah, that's what we were spraying. So we had some fungal infection on the beans, and we're trying to control that. And we tried to find a product that's as organic as possible for us to use to control the fungus. But hey, this is how it's looking now after a few months, maybe 4 months or so, and we have so much beans and so many pods. I am so excited. I mean, almost every stalk has pods and they're just everywhere and they're doing fine. Of course, the rains at this point have finished, so we have to do our watering. This beans doesn't require much water, so we water at least twice in a week, and this was during the cold season, and so we didn't need much of water. But just look at that. I am so excited. There's beans everywhere, beans lying on the ground. So the stalks actually get so heavy that they can't carry all that beans and they just drop to the ground. But this is so disease resistant and resistant also to pests. So when I open one pod, this is how the beans looks. Some of the beans didn't dry well because we keep on watering even those that are dry, because so much of the beans has not yet dried. But that's how it looked once it's matured and grown. Beautiful colors, and you can see all those pods are going to dry to look similar to that. And I could spot a few more dry pods, but most pods are still fresh, so we keep on watering and keep on keep on hoping that our beans is just going to dry as soon as possible, because we don't want to affect the one that's already drying. But there's another pod, and when I open it, it's just beans in it, looking so good, looking so clean. I really love the colors, and this is a very high yielding beans. You're going to be harvesting. Some people say you could harvest up to 5 years depending on how you take care of the plant, but this is the second time I'm planting these beans. The first time it's been a year and I'm still harvesting from the first plant, but these seeds came from the first planting. So this field came from about 32 seeds, and then those 32 seeds multiplied. I harvested about 5 kg from 32 of these seeds. I shared some seeds with some neighbors and family, and I cooked some too. It looked very delicious and it was very tasty. So you see there are some pods that are showing up, but they are also, it's still flowering, and flowers are still coming out, and flowers are going to still show up, and new pods are going to come by. And as we are taking out the pods that have dried, we have to be very careful not to disturb the flowers that are just beginning to come up. And yeah, do it as carefully as possible. But that's all beans, and that's just an overview of how the whole beans field looks like now after 5 months. Grown over 2 centimeters high, and we still have lots of beans just lying there and ready to dry up. So when you are done, your beans will look like this. As you continue harvesting, you are guaranteed having so much beans. So hey, tell me if you try out planting Lima beans. Let me know how it goes. And if you enjoyed watching this video and you want to see more like this video, remember to subscribe to this channel, share, and also hit the notification bell so that you are reminded whenever I post a new video. And I'd love to hear from you, so don't forget to comment, and I wish you all the best in your farming. Till next time, thank you for watching. Bye.